This is video number 43 on your Firearms Defense channel. On this video I'm going to get into some of the specifics of home invasion and how to secure your home against it and how to prevent it and all of that. Now, about home invasion, there's a movie everyone should see right at the start. It's going to be out on video. This is the 12th, I believe. It's going to come out on a DVD about the 16th. And it's called Law-Abiding Citizen with Jamie Foxx and Gerald Butler. And it was a real good movie. I went and saw it on widescreen, but it starts out, it shows a home invasion. These two guys invade this guy's home, and he opens the door and they beat him in the head with a baseball bat, and then they zip tie his hands behind his back, and they wind up killing his wife and daughter and leaving him alive. Now, this movie has a whole lot of improbable things in it for a start. This guy is supposed to be a super killer from the CIA or something like that, and he just opens the front door to these guys, and there's no security door, no nothing, and they hit him in the head with a baseball bat and just make that look real easy. Now, if this guy was some kind of super killer for the CIA, you'd think that would have never happened. And then they killed his wife and daughter, but they left him alive. And of course he was able to extract revenge on a whole lot of people a whole lot of years later. And one thing I want to comment on, the guy who wrote the screenplay for this movie has a mindset just about exactly like mine, because that's the way I think my mind works. But this is the thing about home invasion. Now, if people invade your home and they want what you have there, if you have a 3-year-old daughter, they'll start breaking her fingers just to extract information from you or whatever. So home invasion is not, when something like that happens, your life is literally on the line. And home invaders kill people 90% of the time or more that they're there anyway, because they don't want to leave witnesses for a start. So this is something, it's a very, very serious matter. Okay, with that, I'm going to, for the remaining time of this video, I'm going to get into specifics, exactly what causes home invasion and stuff. I'm going to take my tripod off here and just utilize the camera. Okay, the first and most obvious thing that I guess I want to mention here is don't make yourself a target for home invasion. Now, you see a TV set. That thing is about 20 years old or whatever. I've got some musical equipment in here, such as it is. I've got that stuff. I've got, let's see, there's a computer there. Stuff there, the computer there. This is a chest that I have with a whole bunch of Southwestern jewelry in it and stuff like that. There's nothing in there that's really worth any money. There's a bookcase with some videos and stuff. Okay, that's a curio cabinet. Now, that does have some Baccarat crystal in it and stuff like that, but there isn't really anything there worth stealing. I mean, if somebody took the contents of that whole cabinet and fenced it, they might get $100 for it or something. Probably wouldn't even get that much. There's a TV set and my stereo equipment over there. None of those things are worth anything. The stereo equipment is 15 years old. The TV is 30 years old probably. I've got a new modern DVD player, and there's some DVDs over there and some stuff there. But the big thing is, none of this stuff is worth anything. None of it would make me a target. Now, there's a painting over there. It looks like an expensive painting, perhaps. My wife bought that at the swap meet. My late wife, I should say. She bought that 30 years ago at the swap meet for 75 bucks. So I don't have anything that would make me the target of a home invasion, really. I mean, if somebody's going to invade somebody's home, they're going to want to have a whole lot of stuff there, a lot of jewelry, a lot of cash, especially cash. Now, one thing I do have is firearms. Somebody might want that, but unless I started keeping a lot of cash or whatever, if I was a drug dealer or something and I kept a lot of cash, they might go after that. Now, next thing I want to talk about is securing your door. Now, that thing right there is a Zircon high dollar stud finder. You need that because to secure a door you really need to find studs. Now, this next thing here is it's a deadbolt type thing, a swing bar. Supposedly you can secure your door with this. This thing, you secure the door by pushing it into the wood. This thing is a chain that you're supposed to be open the door 2 inches or so and look and see who's there. And this is one of the things I used to secure my door. I'll show it to you when I do my tour. It's a 9/16 by 4-inch utility hook. This is 1/8 inch cable. That's something else I used to secure my door with. This is a clamp set I used to clamp the cable. All these things are available at Home Depot. These things here all have one thing in common. They're completely, totally worthless. If you have this chain on your door and you open the door to look and see who's there, somebody can just kick your door in and push right past that. These things won't do anything at all. Now, here's the other sort of thing that's worthless for securing doors. This little thing right here, my late wife put this on there. She was a real paranoid person. It doesn't even work anymore. You can see it doesn't even work anymore. I can't even force that on there and force this through it. But something like that, if somebody wanted in, they just kick the door real hard and that'd open right up. It wouldn't be a problem. Okay, I'll go to the front door here. This is another example of something that's completely, totally worthless. My late wife put that on there. It's some kind of alarm. This part goes into this part some way or other. I haven't bothered to take it off yet, but it's completely, totally worthless too. And got a thing up there at the top that's supposed to slide in there. It doesn't even slide in anymore, but something like that is totally useless. See the little bitty screws right there? You put those screws in there and somebody would hit that once and knock that right out. And the reason I mention these things is that women who live alone secure their doors with these things, and your friendly neighborhood rapist who's just been released from the state mental institution will break into their house to rape them and do them serious bodily harm, and these things don't even slow them down. So that's going to conclude it for this video. In the next video I'm going to show you how I secure my doors.